Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Mega yard sale is in fact okay. Hello everyone. I'm bringing you to the screen here to show you what the RS Euterpe for $2,000 looks like, because I reviewed that back in my old apartment, like right before I moved, and I packed it up perfectly into an original packaging, and then it stayed in my basement waiting to be unpacked, and now it's for sale in the yard sale. That's item number one. This is a yard sale. This is a mega yard sale. This has probably happened once a year or once every 2 years. I don't know how it's going to go down, if it's going to become an actual thing. But if you don't know what this is, if you are a supporter of me on Patreon and Subscribestar, once a month I put out a yard sale where the things I've reviewed previously or things I don't need anymore or things that are just gone can leave my house and be turned into money. Now this is a special yard sale because if you're not a patron of mine, you will be able to bid on some items, specifically the 5 headphones that are in this yard sale. And it's a mega yard sale not just because there's 20 items instead of the usual 10 or 12, but because they're very big items. There are some heavy duty items in this yard sale. So we're trying to raise money because I'm gonna spend $10,000 on audio you guys actually want, which is a whole other thing that's gonna happen after August 10th. The yard sales go from the 1st of the month, which is now, to the 10th of the month, where you will then you'll put in your bids. They are blind and silent. So you literally say, what's a $2,000 tube amp? I'll give you $350 for it. And that's it. You say $350.11 and you wait. If that's your highest bid, that's all you're willing to bid. All the results are tallied. The units that will be available for public bidding, the 5 headphones, will also be available to patrons. They don't have to do it twice. They have to bid in 2 different locations. If you're a patron, you go to the normal place, you bid on things, or a subscriber is the normal form, you fill it out. If you're the highest bidder, you're the highest bidder. If there's someone who's not a patron and they bid $50,000 for something, or $50,000.19, never bid a whole number because it might match. Well, then that person would win anyway. So let's go over the things in the yard sale. If you're not a patron or subscriber and you want to bid on one of the 5 headphones, the 5 headphones in this yard sale are, in order of left to right, Sennheiser PC38X. This is the drop special, probably best dedicated gaming headset you can buy. Like it sounds great. I never sold it because I was like, I'm going to compare this against everything. Fuck that, selling it. Boom, here it is. We've got the big boys here. The Edition XS, my HiFiMan Edition XS, with Deconi pads. These are the Deconi pads I chose for the best sound. These are the full velours. So I'm giving to you with the Deconi pads and the OG pads. I do have to find the original wires for it because there's no wires in that box. But yeah, no, that's a big ticket item right there. And I love them, but if I have to have one, either that or the Ananda, I'm keeping the Ananda, again with Deconi pads. We've got the Grado GW100s, which were my favorite Grado for the longest time until the Hemps. And these are actually rocking those pads from Europe. I forget what was the brand? He makes all the Grado stuff. So I put these pads on here to make it more comfortable. These are an infinite battery life open back Bluetooth headphone, which now has big dumb pads on it, which will make you love them. Trust me on that. So that's yours. This are the 5XX, a drop collaboration. And I really fucking like them. But I don't pull them down often enough, and they don't do enough to like show off amplification. So it's just like one of those headphones that, do I want to keep it just because I like it? Or do I want to put it in the yard sale and give someone else a chance to like it? Stock pads, stock headband. I even have the original box, I think, but it is sort of falling apart. And again, I have to find the wire for it. Standard 3.5mm connectors on both of those. And finally, the drop pandas. Another drop. We've got multiple drop products here. All drop. They're all drop except for the Grados. Wow. My head just exploded. These are still great. They're not active noise canceling. They're passive noise canceling. The problem is, apparently drop is not able to fix yours if they're broken. My set works perfectly fine. If you need replacement parts, here it is. Buy my drop pandas. It's just because I've got I got Bose, I literally have the AirPods Maxes, I now have a set of JVCs I really like. So I just too many Bluetooth headphones, and before the batteries in these and this one are not functional. These are the items, these 5 headphones you can bid on whether you're a patron or a puppy. If you're a puppy, there's a link in the description to go bid on this. It'll require your country of origin, your bid, which has to be a not whole number. Like don't bid 50 bucks. Bid $50.19 so that your bid will probably not match up with anyone else's. Country of origin, I might need your phone number, but I'll probably wait if you win before I start exchanging that sort of information. You will receive an email and an invoice if you win. And you'll find out on the 12th, or it ends on the 10th, but the 11th or 12th, we usually get the invoices out. So there is that. The rest of the items, those are only available to be bid on if you're a patron or subscriber. I guess we'll do the Euterpe. There's the waifus. One more waifu. One more waifu. I don't have a 65-inch screen in my upstairs vertical for no reason. So the Euterpe is a tube amp that is a secondary headphone stand. You actually put your headphones over it. And it's a beautiful design. It's single-ended only. And probably one of the nicest pieces of gear. I love this company. This Aurus company has really good stuff they bring to the shows. That was like their cheapest thing at $2,000. And I'm just not gonna set up in my office. I've got a tube amp in my office. I got a million headphone stands, yard sale. So there's one. Swan M5As. Why am I selling the Swan M5As? They're just too damn big. I have no purpose I can think of using them for. They may get used for a video before the end of the yard sale where I want to put a set of speakers outside and see what acoustics do to an actually no speaker wall, no walls. These make perfect sense because I can just Bluetooth to them and I just have to bring an extension cord out 120 feet into my backyard. So they might appear in one more video, but you are bidding on my set of M5As and they're huge. You might as well do the other set of speakers. Adam T8Vs. These have been a nice holdover for me as well. These came from the old apartment. And I never had the heart to sell them because those were a speaker, an 8-inch self-powered speaker that just sounded like an audiophile speaker. Something you'd go to a show to experience. And again, it's one of those things, well, why are you selling it? Look how much space they take up. So this is for the pair, you're not buying them individually, that would be dumb. So now we've covered everything up there and those two. I guess we'll come to this speaker, which is the first like, hey, I really just don't need this, and if you want to buy it. It's a Soundcore Bluetooth handle carry speaker with charger. Because I now have multiple of these things, including my new go-to, which is this Tri-Bit Stormbox Micro. That thing is, other than the fact that it has flashing LEDs, which are kind of cool, that sounds better than this. So this can go. So if you just need a Bluetooth speaker, I don't know, bid $13 on it. It's heavy as hell. And I kept it around for a while, which means it still sounds good. Left to right on the table, DAPs. FIO M17 brick. I love this thing. It's just ridiculous. This is like $1,800 or something. All right, it's got full-size coaxial output. It's got how many watts per channel? I don't remember. Go watch my review of this thing. I have to make sure it has no SD card in it. But it's like, this is the dumbest thing ever, and I love the way it sounds. Also comes with a cooling stand with a fan built in. So you're bidding on, this is the minimalist dream because that's the only audio device you need for your entire desk. It's just sitting in my basement, not doing anything. Another thing that sits around and doesn't do anything, the other FIO M11 Plus. So this is the newest and, well, no, there's actually another one coming to me, but the M11 Plus was the previous newest and best FIO M11 player with the carbon fiber slider up and down. And I've got another one coming that's another model past this one, so I'm just gonna sell this one because I'm on my iBasso kick. I'm on my portable iBasso kick, where everything I have is a portable iBasso now. Beautiful. Lastly, in the DAP department, I have this Acme MF02S. And this was never reviewed. This was sent to me by Linsol. And it's a faulty unit. what happens is you put an SD card in there, you tell it to scan, it takes like 20 minutes to scan all the tracks, you play, it plays, it works perfectly fine. If you shut it off and turn it back on, you have to scan all those tracks again. I don't know if there's a firmware update that could fix this. I just told them about it and they were like, all right, well, just don't review that one. So if you could put this in your office and never restart it, it'll do fantastic just to play music. And it's an Acme. This is the one that made the little dongle DAC that sounded like really warm and sweet. So it sounds really good, but that's a fatal flaw and I couldn't review it because I want to shut it the fuck off. So it's battery powered, so it's USB-C. You just leave it plugged in and on, and you can just put this in your garage and have it just play music amazingly for the rest of its life. 2 IEMs. The Shure EJ07Ms, which I actually have 2 of these, but the Shure EJ7Ms, the mass production version, which I just reviewed and praised, and the Audio Monarch Mark IIs, which I just reviewed and praised. Zeos, why are you selling these if these are like, because frankly, I have too many Audios and the Clairvoyants are still my baby. And the Nanas and the Zen Pros. And I could list about 1 million IEMs I have, so fuck it, yard sale, mega yard sale, boom. Bid on either of those. This actually sold last yard sale, but then 3 people said no. So it's back in. The Moondrop Moon River little DAP, I guess dongle DAP. I guess dongle DAC, because it's not really a DAP, it doesn't have player functionality built in. But yeah, one of the best little dongle things you could possibly buy. Bid on that. The entire DOHO stack from SMSL. I think the plastic might be still on here. This recovery plastic is still on that one. But these are just a little balanced stack, full power in, optical USB and everything. I have the original boxes over there. So if you don't have a stack and you want a stack, you could bid very low on this and see if you win. It's always a chance. It's gambling. It's you win. Do you win? Do you not win? Is that Aqua? Is this the Ayoshida and Dill Poetry DAC DT-1? Is that a mirror on the front? If you don't remember my review of this, this is a DAC amp combo. Bluetooth, which says RF, USB, optical, coaxial outputting, 12 volt inputting, tube, remote controlled. I have the remote control over there. Balanced out, single-ended out, weird as fuck. This is the weirdest fucking thing. It was so weird I had to give it an Aqua sticker. And it sounds fucking phenomenal, but I never use it. I would never pull it out, and it's sort of just like one of those oddities that's here. Like, I'll recommend it right now. If you're like, hey, Zeos, I need a combo DAC amp that happens to have tubes and a remote control, buy the Dill Poetry DT DAC1. But do I need it? No. So, yard sale. So how many things have we covered already? Those 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I actually have 2 of these, which is why I'm selling one brand new in box, right there, brand new in box. This is an Emotiva Stealth SP1. And it's a preamp in the fact that you can switch between 4 inputs. You have 3 RCA inputs you can switch between, and it has a built-in very good phono preamp, which has moving magnet, moving coil, etc. And here's your output, and it has remote control, and you have these selections on the bottom for your phono preamp. It doesn't do volume, so it's fine if you need to just switch between inputs, but if you need to control volume, this is not your unit. But it's too nice, and I have, again, 2 of them, brand new in box. This is the one I'm actually keeping. 19th item. I sold the FIO M15 a long time ago. And the M15 came with a beautiful wooden box. And I still have all the accoutrements for the FIO M15. I have the wooden box, I have the cardboard box around the wooden box, I have the other cardboard slot you put that wooden box into, and then I have the cardboard box that puts around the cardboard box. And I never sold it in the yard sale to the guy who bought the M15. I just wrapped it in bubble wrap or whatever. And so for this yard sale, I've made it a special case, literally. This is the first thing I ever designed and 3D modeled to have 3D printed. It's a Zilluminati logo, so you can just put it on your desk and you'll have the Zilluminati, because it says Zeos on all 3 sides. I have to pick some more of this fill out of here. But yeah, no, if you want a Zilluminati thing, this is unique to the space. And I will be placing it inside this wooden box and sending this to you via yard sale. And then finally, I found, and this is a big one, a big fucking plastic bin full of old IEMs that I never reviewed from my old apartment. I've done this before, and I'm doing it again. This is not anything modern. Everything in this box is from 2020 or older, or I should say, when did I move out of the house? It's from at least September of 2020 is the newest any of this stuff can be. And if you want to see exactly what's in every one of these things, there's a video on the second channel where I just filmed and went over everything that's in here individually, but you're bidding on the lot. I want to buy a lot of IEMs. I just want to buy whatever the fuck's in here. If you want to know whatever the fuck's in here, check out the second channel video. I'll link to that in the description and in the pinned comment, because there's too much to go over in this video. This video has to end. This yard sale video has to end. So I just, that's been in a box since 2020. Get it the fuck out of my house. It's got some nice stuff in it too. So anyway, we have 20 items in this yard sale, 5 of which are available to be bid on by normal people without being a patron or a supporter. Good luck with that. Just be honest with your bids. So that's the PC38X, the Edition XS, the 5XX, the Great Ojib 100s, and the Pandas. And then everything else, the 2 massive set of 8-inch speakers, all the DACs and amps and IEMs that are not those IEMs, and the feel monsters. I kind of want to listen to this like one last time. Just like take this to a park and slam it down on a bench and be like, now I will listen to expensive thing. So yeah, check all this stuff out. Links in the description to bid on it. Links in the description if you're a puppy to bid on the 5 headphones separately. Keep an eye out for the $10,000 spending spree. We're probably gonna do a live stream with that to go through what's been posted already. I'll give you guys like another few days to go to the Hi-Fi Guides post and comment on that video, where it's like, hey Zeos, you should really review this Magnapans or this strange French headphone. And then if it's in the list, if it gets voted on, patrons and subscribers will be able to vote on which items I should actually spend money on. And then the purchasing will begin probably end of August, beginning of September. And we'll start doing all those. Add more workload onto Zeos' face. So yeah, thank you for stopping by for this yard sale. Happy bidding, get this shit out of here. And let's take that money and spend it on more shit for the next time. Bye.